Bikini Day, my brother, my sister, and I'm most excited to be with you. I love you and I appreciate you. My name Blakk Rasta, Ghana's #1, Africa's finest. What else can I say? What else can I do but to just say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. Not two ways about them, take them on. Oh. Now I'm taking you straight into the proverb of the day, the African proverb. Now, anytime you hear an African proverb, do not be so much in a hurry to decode it without inviting the spirits of our ancestors to the reasoning table. After all, they propounded all these wonderful proverbs. And I'm going to put my guest on the spot. I'm going to ask him to give me any proverb of his choice. Okyeame Kwame is my guest. The rap doctor is in the house. Okay, how are you doing?
I'm good. And yourself?
I'm okay by the grace of the Most High. So give me an African proverb.
Kwasi ashwa yentiasu prenu.
Hey, Kabiom.
Kwasi ashwa yentiasu prenu.
Kabiom, last one.
Kwasi ashwa yentiasu prenu.
My God have mercy. Translate that.
It means that the testicle of a fool would not be stepped on twice.
My God.
Because after the first time, he will become sensible. Kwasi ashwa yentiasu prenu.
Na fantifo se kwasi ane ntoshe ontiado ebien Oh my God have mercy. Okyeame Kwame is in the house.
Yes.
And paparazzi has already entered the studio with iPhone 15. My God have mercy.
Oh, yes.
Ready to do things.
Yes.
Ka proverb nubium.
Kwasi ashwa yentiasu prenu.
Can one more time?
Kwasi ashwa yentiasu prenu.
So in real life, what does this mean?
It means that if a person, for example, your son, that you consider to be stupid, has done something really nonsensical, if you punish him once as a fool, he must not allow you to punish him again. And he said utiasu, because once you've stepped on it, it is so painful and sensitive that whatever value you want to instill in that person must come alive so that he will not cause the same problem for you to step on it the same way again.
My God.
Yes.
This is deep, isn't it?
It feels like a proverb for all voters in Africa.
Talk to.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
I keep it here.
Wow. This is deep and I like it.
Yeah.
So my guest in the studio is Okyeame Kwame and we are having a conversation. Okay, it's in the house. Okay, I'm happy that you accepted to talk to us and I am most excited.
Me too. It's always a big pleasure to talk to you.
I know that you have released a very beautiful song. The video is classic. I've watched it over and over and I never get tired of seeing this video. Traditionally clean. Now, tell me something. Anytime you make music, what comes into your mind? What do you go into the studio with?
It depends. So currently, when I go into the studio, I'm trying to draw from the ethos of my ancestry, from my culture, from my tradition, to redefine or to repackage something that is already a part of us in such a young, trendy, cool way that young people can identify with. My key strategy here is to make sure that we don't lose some of the elements of our traditional culture, like some of our foods, some of our clothes, some of our cloth, some of our dances, some of the philosophies of what's the meaning of love, some of the values. I try to put all of these in the visuals or in the audio visuals so that I can repackage it for young people.
There was a time you wore suit all over the place, and when people saw you, they knew that this was a very, very, very well-dressed gentleman.
It's true.
But all of a sudden, you started wearing some other things. Are you going to wear suits again?
Well, I wear suits. I still wear suits, but that's when I have no clothes ironed. So, because suits are always ironed in the closet. So, when I'm going to a place and there's probably light off, or I'm feeling lazy, or there's no one to iron for me, I just pick the suits away. But when I'm going to a place that is really significant, where I must make a mark as a Ghanaian, it is very difficult for me to wear a suit nowadays because I grew up. Yes.
Where you have to make an impact as a Ghanaian, you wear a suit.
No, where I have to make an impact as a Ghanaian, I'll wear kente, fugu. I'll put Edinkra symbols around me. I will maybe wear a kaftan or wear something that is of my descent. But if I'm going to a bank or I'm going to a meeting to work in Ghana here, then I could wear a suit and a tie. But if I'm coming on television or I'm doing something in Europe in the name of Ghana, it's impossible to see me in a suit.
Okyeame Kwame is in the house. We're going to go deep into serious conversation. Are you a member of the Freemason?
No.
Really?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Have you ever thought of being a member?
Yes, I have.
Wow.
Yes, and I have also put a lot of work in studying what it is, and I have read many books about what it is and spoken to many members of the Freemason, and it is not quite what the world makes it or make it to seem like a certain occult where people are drinking blood and making sacrifices and initiations. From what I have read, I've never been a member. From what I have read, I think it is a group of men who are grooming boys to become men and take over responsible positions in the society where they help themselves, support with education, support with ethics, and that even if you are known to have killed a person before, you will not be accepted into the Freemasons.
Wow.
Yeah, so I from what I have read, it's a good thing. And from all the people who are members or that I have spoken to, it's a good thing. But I'm waiting to speak to someone who used to be a member that quit so that I can have a balanced perspective of what it is.
So you haven't spoken with anybody who was a member and has left, right?
No. I have not met one person who was a member. But if I do, I would like to find out, they will tell me the truth, why they left. Then maybe I would just oppose everything that I've read and everything I've heard with what they are saying, because, the practitioner's perspective is completely different from what you read in a book, so I will want to check it to see. But from what I've read, it looks like a really interesting boys club where men are helping men. So
where men are helping men, if it was like a church setting where men are helping men and all that, why do you think women are not part of it?
That our society is a very patriarchal society. Like James Brown said, it's a man's world. So it's a man's world. And from where it comes from, from where these organizations come from, it was more about a secret society where people are meeting to have strategies and things like that. And that in the 19th centuries, just in parts of Europe, when a man was counting his property, he could count his wife and children, his houses and horses and cars. Yeah. Exactly. So from that time, men didn't see women the way we see women now. I think that is why it's patriarchal. But I know that in very few days or in a very few years, all these societies will allow women either to create a female version of it, or they will allow women to come in and also contribute to their intuitive wisdom.
If it is that bright and beautiful, why is it being criticized? Do you have an idea?
Yes. I know why it's being criticized. Like Plato said, hated is the one that speaks the truth. Jesus Christ was criticized. He was called a demon for opening people's eyes. So he was called the demon. He was killed for telling people that they are gods and that because they know not, they die like men. That's why they killed him. He was killed because he was trying to tell people not to go to war, because the man on the other side of Judea was also your brother in Christ. So once something is good and it sort of fights the system to bring a lot of good and light into life. The people who are very interested in the darkness that prevails before the light will criticize. That's one. The second thing is that most people fear what they don't understand. And because they've kept it as a secret society, people don't understand it, and therefore they fear it. And because they fear it, they hate it, because hate is a byproduct of fear. So I think these are the two reasons why people criticize it, because I have not heard any bad thing that they have done. I also have read of the history of the Illuminati, or that means luminescence, that means light.
Light, yeah.
And it was a group of Masons, which architects and builders and scientists who came together to look for the truth of nature. And because they started communicating the truth, the church, in quotes, the Roman Catholic Church, chased them down into the shadows, and then they became a secret society. Because, of course, if you are seen publicly as a Mason bringing out the truth of reality through science, you obviously be going against the then power of the world, and therefore you must hide. And of course, anything that you put underground will implode and try to fight back, and probably through that fighting back for their rights, or trying to be seen, or trying to push the truth, some of them might have hurt other people, I don't know, or might have done things. And also I think that it's a human society, and every human society, there are flaws.
If it's a human society and has flaws, and it's such a beautiful society, why do you think all the major religions in the world, Catholicism, Jehovah's Witnesses, Islam, and all these religions are against it?
You know that religion is not about truth. It's about belief.
Okay.
And belief in itself, the concept of belief in itself, is against truth.
It's doubtful, yes.
And doubt. So to believe something means you don't have proof, you don't have evidence, but hey, your father, whose father's father was a respected person in the society, told him, and you have been told, therefore you dare not question it.
That's right.
And so if a person, like this gentleman that saw the earth was round, what was his name? That was
Copernicus.
Yes, that was given a house arrest until he died.
Yeah.
The Roman Catholic Church didn't like what he was doing.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to bring out the light.
Right.
The truth of the light. We can go on and on and on and on and on about people who are trying to bring truth that the church, including Nkrumah, including so many people, that the church tries to push them down.
Right.
Because religion is cultural. That's why you can find the African traditional religion. It's geographic. It's in Africa. That's why you can find the Judo religion. It is in Judea. That's why you can find the Abrahamic religions. It's in those areas. That's why you can find Stoicism, if I can call it religion. That's why you can find Hindu. The Hindu is not a religion. It's the name of the people. The Indians are Indians or Hindus. So it is cultural. It is geographic. It is not universal. But it has very beautiful elements. And when you look at all of them put together, you see what is being strung together here is values, ethics, acceptable social behaviors, sin, do unto others what you want others to do unto you. All these things you can find. But then again, you can also find competition. If you are not with us, then you should be against us.
Okay.
And so how dare you, as a group of men, go establish a tribe or establish a club that you don't mention the name of our God.
That's
and
right.
we say that it is non-denominational because Muslims can come, traditionalists can come, Christians can come. Therefore, when they go and they pray, they just pray. They don't pray in any particular God. Say, how dare you do that? Therefore, you are evil.
Okay. So why did you not become a member of the Freemasons if you have friends who are Masons and all that? Why?
I remember I went to my mother. I told my mother I'm going to be I want to join. He said, You know, another thing that a friend of mine is
This is 3
a friend of mine is a chief at Edum, you know, and he said that he wanted to make me his Chidom Hene.
Okay.
And before that, you need to tell your Abusia Penyini, and for Abusia Penyini to accept, and then they pour alcohol on it and all that. I told my mother that I have the privilege of being made Chidom Hene. At the Chidom, Edum Chidom Henes, you know, and Koswa Hene. Come and see my mother and my aunties. There be a red one. So it's fear.
This is
fear.
3
And, you know, I love
FM.
my mom so much.
Wow.
And my father, you know, is dead, and he's joined the ancestors. And my mom is the only one. So if I would do something that will break my mother's heart, at this I probably kill her. I won't do it. Yeah, I won't do it.
Okay, so it's because of your mother. You are not Chidom Hene's.
Yeah, and
Nkoswa
yes,
Hene, right?
because if I go and do it right now, she would think that we are calling ancestors and doing things that are not Christian.
Would you
know?
join the Freemasons after your mother's death?
Oh no. If I don't like, I mean, I'm an open book.
Okay.
If I would join the Freemasons, I'll do it whilst my mother is alive. But I'll make sure that I get her blessing first. But I don't think I'll ever get her blessing. So if she dies, she's not about to die now. Maybe in the next 30 years. I'll not join the Freemason.
You won't?
Because for me, big bro, whatever I cannot say in front of you, I won't say it behind you.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's the way I operate.
Okay. All right. So the final question I'm going to ask you about this Freemason thing, and I'm done. And I know you know why I've come all this journey. You are a very good friend of the Asantehene.
I am a servant.
Yes,
I'm
a very good servant of the Asantehene.
Yes.
A great servant of the Asantehene.
Yes.
And you've traveled with the Asantehene all around, including to Seychelles, time and again. And sometimes I envy you. I sit back and I see you with the Asantehene, and I'm like, whoa, this is a great relationship.
It is.
Recently, there was this thing about him, you know, being part of the Freemasonry and all that. You know. Did you know that he was a member?
Yes, I did.
Were you surprised?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay. So your opinion is okay?
Yes, it's a group of men helping men. I don't think there's anything wrong there, you know. And therefore, and it's like not just men, really gentlemen. Like it's a group of you have to, before you are accepted to be a member, you need to be a gentleman, someone like you, a person that speaks the truth, a person that's forthright, a person that's development oriented, a person that wants to lead in a positive direction. And I think that it's a great thing that he's a member. I'm not surprised at all. I think
you are from the
it's a really
Ashanti
cool
region. It just came out in our statistics that Ashanti is the poorest region in Ghana.
Whose statistics is this?
Statistics. I think info analytics. Yeah.
Poor in terms of what?
Poor in
Gold,
terms of material
ideas,
things.
knowledge.
No, money, economics. We're talking economics.
Really?
Yes. Are you surprised?
Yes, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Yes, that I'm surprised. Completely. I don't know how it's possible that Obuasi is part of Ashanti region and we are the poorest. Isn't it strange? Because we hold a lot of, almost half the percentage of all the gold in West Africa.
The gold doesn't belong to you. It belongs to, foreigners who come in and give you only 1% and take everything away.
You have a point. That's something that we need. But it's really shocking that the Ashanti region is the poor. In terms of what? In terms of
economics.
Per capita, in terms of
money,
geographical
cash,
size.
Money. No, not size. Money. I'm talking about the whole Ghana. We're talking about the regions, and Ashanti region is said to be the poorest. Which one did you think was the poorest?
This is the question I have no answer
This
for.
is
I don't know. I don't know.
Okyeame Kwame is my guest, and we are having fun. Oh my God, have mercy. He's a man of tradition. He's a man of tradition, and I love him so much. Now, Okyeame Kwame, I'm going to ask you another thing that is quite interesting that I've wanted to ask you all this while. Are you still relevant in the music scene in Ghana?
Very big question. Very, very big. You know, relevance, like, and I'm not even being philosophical.
Yeah.
Relevance in strategy, marketing strategy.
Okay.
It's like marketing, it's like equity.
Right.
Equity is of the people. You know, I do not determine whether I'm relevant or not.
Do you think you are?
But I just released...
Do you think the people think you are?
I don't know. But I just released a new song 2 weeks ago. And it has almost 300,000 views on YouTube, where it's just young people, not even people my age.
It means you are relevant.
I think so. I just got a phone call from South Africa that gives me another endorsement deal.
Wow.
Yes, that gives me another endorsement deal in the campaign for climate change. I just got every other week I have a phone call that is seeking to give me money for something that I do. Yesterday in the morning I went to be a guest lecturer at GIJ or in an anthropology class. Last week I taught stylistics at Legon in the linguistics class. I don't know what relevance means, but I have a talk coming up. I have a talk coming up this summer across the world.
Wow.
And at least I will have 1,000 people paying good money to come and see me.
It means you are relevant.
I think so.
It means you are relevant.
I think so. I mean, if as equity is of the customer and whatever I sell sells. I just sold a 20 member travel to Dubai, Kenya, and Abu Dhabi, and it's sold out. I mean, how is that possible if I am not relevant? I have 2.5 million followers on Instagram, and every day it keeps adding.
Wow.
But to be honest, my relevance as an artist, so like this is equity for marketing, but spiritually, as a human being, my relevance is not really determined by the number of people that listen to my music or that like, if I make music and one person likes the song and goes to share it, and the song has changed that person's life, I am relevant to that one person.
That's very true.
So I am not in a hurry to dig a hole or to sell my soul to become something that someone else thinks that I should be. If you do not know who you are, someone else who do not know who they are will tell you you are who you are not. So exactly. I don't subscribe to all these relevant. It doesn't mean anything to me. When I make music and the people like it, it hits. If they don't like it, it don't hit. It doesn't change how I feel about my position in life and the change that I can bring to individuals who are interested in my art.
When I said I was going to be interviewing you today, if two people called me, if you are interested, I'll mention their names. They said, listen, ask him this question about relevance. He keeps being relevant, and we believe that he's a member of the Freemasons. That's why I started by asking you about this Freemason.
Who are these guys?
Now I have let the cat out of the bag. But tell me again, what makes you relevant?
I think that it's honesty. Honest. That's because I have grown. Well, it's a lot of things. When I had a lot of time, you know, there are two types of art. There's art in soul and art in mind. When I came out as a 20-year-old boy doing Bre Bro Bahima, it was just art in soul. I didn't know the philosophies or the theories behind the rhymes or the cadence. I didn't have a clue. I was just expressing my soul with Okyeame Kwame. And then I was very fortunate to have people put money in me. You know that this industry is also about finances. So Andropokwa Mankwa, who was our first producer, put a lot of money in Okyeame. That's why we hit.
That's Anansi Records, right?
Yes, Anansi. Spider's Web, Anansi Records. So he put a lot of money in us. That's why we hit. I was also very fortunate at that time to have the media, I mean VJs and DJs and presenters like Kumase, who were interested in making sure that I succeed. I was also very fortunate to have a very knowledgeable person as my first producer, Honorable Makukreku Mante, who had finished IMS at the time, with the marketing major, who had already established Slip Records and was trying to show what he could do. And Okyeame came through his hands, and he did everything in the book to brand us well, to position us well, to make us a household name. I remember he said, I'm going to make you a household name. So that is art in soul and a lot of luck. Now, fast forward into who I have become now. I have 2 master's degrees.
Wow.
I have studied music.
Wow.
At the university level under the legendary Ejak Honimo. I've done a degree in Akan, and my music is purely Akan based.
Wow.
I've done a master's in marketing strategy, and I've done a professional master's in alternative dispute, which is like an arm of law. So I do good business. When you send me a contract, I will be able to read it well myself before even management. And when I'm writing a song now, I can employ stylistics of theories that I know that if I apply this here, I apply that here, I apply that here, this thing will be able to reach this number of people. You know, so now it is not art in soul like it used to be. It is art in mind. And so I think it's just evolving over the years, getting more knowledge. It's one of the reasons. Then what I said is allowing the music to pass through me. I have no attachment to my music. I have no attachment to my personality. It isn't even a personality. I have no attachment to my individuality. And therefore, when I make music and people don't like it, I'm not fighting DJs. I'm not blaming people. If I don't win an award, I'm not fighting. I'm not blaming. I did it. It didn't go anywhere. Let's do something else.
Interesting.
You know? So these are some of the reasons.
I truly admire you and your business acumen. How much do you have in your bank account?
I don't know. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. You should ask Anika.
Approximately, how much do you think you have sitting in your bank account?
I don't know. It could be a lot, but I don't know. You should ask Anika.
Do you think it's about $1 million?
You should ask Anika. My son has been trying to get this thing out of me for a long time.
Time?
Yes, but to be honest, I don't know.
Are you rich?
You should ask her. I am rich.
You are rich. Wow.
I am rich.
Interesting.
I'm a rich man.
Interesting.
In love, I'm rich in wealth. I am rich in finances.
The bank account,
I'm
yes,
rich
finances.
in ideas. I'm rich in children. I'm rich in fans. I am a rich. If you are looking for the richest man on earth, I think it's me.
Do you think you are the richest Ghanaian artist? Bank-wise.
Bank-wise, no, I don't think so.
Who is?
I think it could be maybe Amachide Daddy Lumba or Kojuentri.
Oh, so Amachide is richer than you?
Oh, by a long stretch. By a long stretch. Or maybe Shatawale or maybe Sarkodie. I don't know. I don't know how much they have. I don't know the businesses they did. I don't know what has happened to them last night. You know, so I don't think it will be fair to think that, like the account says, unko be a fumda. You know, so.
You stopped eating meat.
Yes.
For a very good reason. Before I ask you about meat, why did you stop smoking weed?
We said don't ask this question. Who told you I smoked weed? Kwesi Baku, you see? Kwesi Baku says he's never had that conversation with you before.
Okyeame Kwame, have you smoked weed before?
Yes, 2 times.
Wow.
2 times.
Oh,
in
just
my
2
life.
times?
Yes, just 2 times.
2 times?
Yes. So
did it happen in Kumasi or somewhere else?
So once in Kumasi and one in Accra with Papa Ja and you know Papa Ja, don't you?
Yeah. Oh,
no.
Papa Ja
to say Nana Kimboko, Papa Ja, blessed memory. Yes, and Kwesi Baku in Kumasi twice.
So
I was, but he said he never told you that.
This is 3FM.
But I was just out of curiosity. I wanted to know what it is, so that I could tell my children that it can really hurt you if you do it.
So the first time you smoked weed, what was it like?
So I came to Cloud9, and then I there was a small gutter that I had to cross. And it felt like a river.
Oh, wow.
You know, so I was trying to stretch, but you won't know anything about that. You don't have that experience. So I was trying to open my legs to cross the gutter, and they had to hold me. I remember when I got home, my father never, in his wildest dream, imagined that any of his sons could try, you know, the marijuana. So my father saw me, I walked by him, and then he said, "Why are you so tired?"
Wow.
Why are you so tired?
That's what he said.
Exactly. So I was walking to the kitchen to go and find some food to eat. I'd come home late. I remember clearly. He said, "Why are you so tired?" So that was the first time. And the second time, we're going to record music, and I just took a puff. And that one too, I didn't like it. It gave me a sore throat. I also went back to Cloud9 again. You know, if you have known me, as long as you have known me, you know that I want to be in control of my thoughts. Yes, but that substance didn't let me. So I realized that, this thing is not good for me. It might be good for some other person, but it's not good for me. So from that time, I stayed away from it. And also because of that, I don't drink alcohol, because alcohol also gives you that, it messes with your mind in that very, way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that was why you stopped smoking weed.
Yeah, I wasn't smoking weed. I tried it. There's a big difference. If I
is 3FM.
If I cut my son's hair right now at home, it doesn't make me a baba.
A baba, yeah.
Yes.
You are right.
It doesn't make me a baba.
You are right.
Yes. So,
You're right.
so I just tried it. It wasn't good for me, and I wised up.
Yeah. Okay. So the meat issue. I mean, you've talked about weed. Let's talk about meat. You see, you stopped eating meat and breaking bones. But before we do that, there's one song that I have always loved from you. Let me take a puff of that, like weed.
This is 3FM.
Blakk Rasta. Fire, fire, fire.
I want them so better me why she. Now me ex girl be number wrestling with dreams and me friend bubble on me camera she. For Facebook, question, you'll see. So yeah, guess my promise see what can be do be. To get me put on the copy, get me do put on my fresh boy post. Jackie a piam put now be she feel a jai chiches. Drugging up with weed on me get witches. Check it what's up, now me count tickets. Breath yeah, this is now me trying to kisses. Mwah. Go, go, go. My shit. Original. What's that so him at your chinesia? The chivia see you be so mentia. It's a breath bedroom, Michelle Mentia. You don't be and yes, Sophia. What time second tanker, and you'll be here. Let you be so padia, you be a witch. It's you say a boy as a say that chia. Yahoo have you. Fire, fire.
This is 3FM.
One of the petty brand, I'm a junior. If you're back, I'm gonna be a member. And you treat me, wow, man. Hey, I said I was free, I'm a making kind of push you on to them. I need to live about them anymore. If you're back, man, I'm gonna be a member. And you treat me, wow, man. Hey, I said I was free, I'm a making kind of push you on to them.
Rap it too much. Shall we see how you flow in the thing?
Oh,
this is crazy. Oh.
Thank you.
This is crazy. I mean, the way you flow in your rap and all that is crazy. Sometimes I wonder who taught you rap.
It's two people. Yes, it's my. Hey, it's three.
Okay.
Three. It's God.
Okyeame Kofi. Okay.
No. Okyeame Kofi is not part.
Okay.
It's God. One. Lord Marcus. Two. And my father.
Okay.
Three. These are the people who introduced me to songwriting and rap music.
Wow.
Yes.
When you perform before the youth, and I'm talking about Gen Z, How do they see you?
They like it. You saw my performance at the VGMA.
Oh my
God!
God! And also on UTV.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Yes.
You are such a talented dude.
Oh man!
I mean, the way you were able to control the band.
Oh.
I mean, we who were in the studio, band had never played with you.
It's
and
true.
This is not a little song.
It's true.
They were able to do it with you, and why?
Yes.
Okyeame Kwame is his name.
Big bro.
Oh gosh.
Big bro.
And he has a brand new one out.
This is 3FM.
See me, I don't get company. Come and see money follow.
Rockstar made it.
Ladies and gentlemen. Wait, jealousy go shame me, I no long talk. I'm the baddest in the game, man always on.
This is 3FM.
Make my teeth come out. Back to Lua, them aside, I'm a lion. Ota baby, hello. Ota baby, hello. We dey scatter the place from a car to Oju Elebao. The water me beat the boat.
This is 3FM.
I came to them sometime, they say they don't know me. Now everybody, they sing my melody. See me, I don't get compete. Come and see money follow me. I came to them sometime, they say they don't know me. Now everybody, they sing my melody. See me, I don't get compete. Come and see money follow me.
Oh, why ya? Them what them one.
This is 3FM.
Okay, my friend, I'm a back. A whiny ho, I'm a guy. Baby, I come up pata. If a rap, the chart to pack. Me ride the raps a pompo. With the day I'm a chain pompo. And then I'm a share shondon.
This is 3FM.
In Hong Kong. Legacy for the kids on bomb. 26 years, so night. I go to the London. From my chummy days, my teacher,
this is 3FM.
Pregnant with the flow, Tino me fa with Lydia. My Jensem se Libya, me actia, media, Nim 7 for Lydia, connected in Divya.
This is 3FM.
Yaudi and story, now you can't pay day, refuse to be broke all day. Oh yeah, bose, can be puse, now we a why my put your grass, so you okay.
I came to them sometime, they say they don't know me. Now everybody, they sing my...
Hey, Okyeame Kwame, you rap it too much.
That's it.
Now, were you the one who was the first to do tongue twisting in rap in Ghana? I hear many. And the first time I heard many was from you.
I think it's very possible that it could be me. It is highly possible that I was the first person to tongue twist. In Ghana. Because even as way back as 1992, I was tongue twisting. You can ask Lord Kenya. Lord Kenya will be my witness.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
It's most probable that Okyeame Kwame was the first to tongue twist.
Yes, it's true.
What you call fast rap.
Yes, it's true.
Give me one of your tongue twisting lines.
Majiwadi tina me danedi wunjindi mese bisa ko ofi wona me fe iliti so bi pemedia ka echi tie me de makoma madwe me nyasa me don me te me nyina resi hose me bonyo pa de acheche wo wure da bia fa ho sa so hye na ababwadwe nyina ye bo basa fato che na do rabdakta.
Hey, we are dangerous. Oh my God, have mercy. What does Sarkodie have over you?
Youth.
Okay.
He has youth.
Wow.
He has a lot of passion.
Wow.
He has a lot of, you know, they say hindsight is hindsight vision is 2020. You know, he has all our experiences. You know, myself, Reggie, Okyeame Kofi, was Bisasipak. He had 10 years to study what we were doing, to perfect it, to create his own.
Wow.
So he stands on our shoulders.
Who is your most decorated rapper in Africa?
It could be Sak. I have not checked very well, but it's very highly probable that it is Sak.
Who is the most decorated rapper in Africa?
It is very possible that it will be him. I don't know any other, because I'm Ghanaian, I'm biased towards him, not because he's not better than them or he is not as influential as them, but because I don't know what else MI has. I don't know what else, all the other African rappers, you know, from Zimbabwe and South and Kenya. I don't know what they have done. Sack is the one that is under my eyes, and I see that he is very prominent.
Wow, very, very, very interesting. I mean, Okyeame Kwame is right here. Oh my God. And I'm enjoying this conversation. Unfortunately, time is running out and we may have to go. This is sad, you know. But look at this. I mean, this song called No Competition.
Yes.
This is not the first time you are collaborating with Kwame Eugene.
Not at all.
This is a great piece.
Thank you.
I mean, it has the Adwa flavor. And when you watch the video, producer, put out the video so that we can see some of the beautiful aesthetics left, right, and center.
It's beautiful.
You have the Otunfo in there.
Yes, I have his picture and his videos in
Oh
there.
my God.
Yes.
I mean, celebrating Ashanti and Ghana culture.
Yes.
In one.
Yes, and the 25th anniversary, which I think that sometimes when they do these things, as though it's for grown-ups alone, I'm trying to find a way to reintroduce it to the youth so that it will not create a big disconnection between tradition and modernity, you know. So that's why I'm trying to bridge the gap.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Now, I mean, this song, I love it.
Thank
I mean,
you.
the video is also very, very beautiful. Are you looking forward to an award?
Oh, I think it was, you know, when I do a song and it wins an award, if it will win an award, immediately I release it based on the feedback I get from the audience. I know this song will win an award, maybe more than one, and maybe it might not just win an award it might not just win an award at the VGM, at the TGMA, or in creative circles. It might also win an award in academia, because I know that some of the universities have already started appreciating it and breaking it down and looking at it as a test for academic work, you know. So I'm really excited about it.
We say beefs, a lot of beefs in rap and all that.
Yes.
Have you beefed before?
I'm vegan. I don't beef.
This
You know,
is
as far back
3FM.
as this song of mine, Mr. Versatile,
Yeah.
there was a part on it where I say, Michi beef, me a vegetarian, humanitarian, egalitarian, Michi totalitarian, Mediterranean, American, Ajena Sasia Bosu, Nani Bofu, Nani Huni, say alien, from coast to coast. I told you folks, I ain't for jokes. You know, so Michi beef, I've never beefed with anyone before.
Okay,
plus I'm vegetarian.
Akotumuna, was it a beef?
No. There's a big difference between a beef, a diss, and a battle. A battle is when two rappers face each other and try to say they are better than each other.
Yeah.
That's an art form. And then there's a diss or a beef when two rappers are trying to kill each other and they are shooting bullets through their mother Suzukis.
I see.
That one is hatred. It's based on fear and anger. And then there is a diss where one artist who is not very happy about what another artist is doing goes to a studio, pays money to record a song to insult him.
Wow.
That's when he has dissed him. So Obrafo dissed me. I didn't beef with him.
How did you feel when that thing came out that you had raped somebody?
Well, I didn't take it in those terms. I was just shocked that my very good friend will go to the studio to record a song that sought to denigrate my brand positioning. I was shocked.
Why wasn't
Very
it
shocked.
any other thing but rape?
I also at home now. But then, you know, he explains himself as the OK wasn't me. It could be Okyeame Kwame or OK. Who other OKs we have? Okomfo Kwade or Moses OK. You know, that's why he says. But then he comes to contradict this statement by saying, "Our friend who the best rapper alive." You know, so you know it's me. But then again, he explained it as just rhetorics. You know. And I think it's competitive rhetorics. So I didn't think that he meant I had actually raped somebody.
Were you angry?
Maybe it's been 15 years. Maybe a bit. I was disappointed. I was disappointed in him as my brother. You know, I'd spoken to him a few days, or he said, oh, he's going to the US. When he comes back, we'll do a song together. That was our last conversation.
Has he
And when-
apologized?
Oh, many times.
Oh, wow.
Many times.
Okay.
When I met him, he said, oh, Charlie, the thing man in court. The last time I met him, Kwame, one man in court, I'm saying, man in court. I don't hold it again. You know, you can't be vegan and hold grudges.
Yeah, for real.
Yes, it's not part of the philosophy, you know, so the spiritual journey, holding grudges is actually like gossip, or it's one of the very low frequency activities that you cannot be a man on a spiritual path and hold grudge.
Did you and Okyeame Kofi write a song for Exdo to this Reggie Rockstone, or it was you alone, or it was Kofi?
This is 3FM.
How do I answer this question?
Yeah.
How do I answer this question?
Were you part of the plot?
It wasn't a plot. It was just Exo is in the studio. He's trying to write a song, and then we are on. You know, have you seen the way when you are in a studio and another artist is writing a song, and that artist is willing for you to add lyrics?
Yeah.
You just, you know, all of us coming up with ideas to make the song interesting. You know, so we're in the studio. He was trying to write the song, and we all, I'm included, we all put the lyrics
to insult Reggie Rockstone.
I don't know if the part that insulted him, I wrote it, or the part that, you know, the I can't indemnify myself because I was there.
Yeah.
It was happening. I didn't get up to run away.
Yeah.
You know, so I contributed lyrics to it.
Wow. Have you apologized? Or you don't see the need?
Exdo has apologized on our behalf.
This is 3FM.
Yes, I have apologized to Reggie a long time ago, 20 years ago, when we're in New York, you know. So whenever he came to New York, he used to come to my house when I lived there. So we spoke about it many, many, many times until it became a great point for laughter.
Wow,
Yes.
beautiful. I'm happy about this. Would you ever contribute lyrics to things like this?
Again, in my no, never, never. I'd say one of those youthful, exuberant, you know, stages. But now I think I'm a bit more conscious. I'm more aware.
Would you make
of the
sex
feelings.
songs?
To insult another person?
No, sex songs.
Oh, yes. In fact, one of the things that I beat myself for is that I've not made a nice adult song, because sex is a very important part of our society. And the more we hide it, we sweep it into the dark places, the more it hurts us.
Are you writing one now?
No, I'm working on, I'm finishing my EP and working on an album, but there's no sex song on it. I'm not inspired that way.
What's the album, what's the EP going to be called?
It's called Love and Hustle.
Love and Hustle.
Love and Hustle.
Wow. And
yes.
No competition is part of it, right?
Yes, no competition is on the EP.
Interesting.
Yes.
We want to wish you all the best and want to say thank you so much, Okyeame Kwame, for inspiring us all these years with your honesty. And I am so touched by your honesty and much more.
Thank you, big bro.
Yeah.
But you know, every time I come to do an interview, I get into a lot of trouble.
Not this time.
So this was someone who cut the part where I'm talking about my mother and send it to my mother and say, your son says that he this, you know. So, but she knows it's the truth, and she'll be happy that I'm listening to her, even though I'm almost 50.
For real. Interesting. Is it true that when men reach 50 and above, they don't have strong erections like they used to when they were 20 and 30? Is it true?
I don't know. It could be true, but it's not true in the case of the vegans. If you are a vegan, because you know that.
So Captain Smart and the rest can experience it, but
they
people like
might,
you know.
But people like you and I, you know it's not true in our age.
It's not possible.
If you are vegan and you don't eat processed foods, you don't eat processed sugars.
Amaka can attest to that.
I mean, you should ask your wife.
For real.
Anika, you should call Anika and find out.
Mr. Anika is in the house. Oh my God! If you want a man who will stand strong all these years without breaking down, look for a vegan.
Yes,
Hallelujah.
find a vegan or at least a vegetarian.
A vegetarian, at least. Thank you so much, Okyeame Kwame, for coming on the show. And if you have any other thing you want to add,
Big bro, I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you to you. Thank you to the media. I want to say thank you to God for giving me a voice, talent, and giving me so much fans. But whenever I say thank you to God, I'm saying it to the people who love me, to everyone, because God is not here. You are the one who is here. And thank you for allowing yourself to be used in that positive way to bless me. It's because of you I can pay school fees. Thank you.
Interesting. Next time you are traveling with Nana Santehene, please include me. I would like to go with him.
I will tell Nana. I'll tell Nana.
Tell Nana.
Yes.
It's important to me.
I have a funny feeling. The way Nana likes the truth, I have a funny feeling Nana will love you.
Yes.
Yes,
he
because
will.
you are a man of truth.
Because I love him.
Yes.
You know that?
Yes, I know.
Okay. Okyeame Kwame in the house. And I want to say thank you so much, DJ faculties in the house. I hand over the baton now to Giovanni Caleb and the DJ faculty.
This is 3FM.